Hey, how are ya? We've got a brand new series on our hands here, folks. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with easy so we get a bit of land, equipment, but don't worry, we're going to be selling a lot of stuff because we have a brand new challenge. Now the map that we've chosen is Stone Valley 22. Continue. Alright, I'm going to deselect all. I'm going to go through these mods real quick, make sure I have all the right ones, and then I will show you guys. Alright, just before we jump into the map, I need to tell you guys kind of the premise of this series here. So Stone Valley Farm is going to be a 50 horse and under farm. What I mean with that is all of the equipment we are going to be using, as far as tractors go, will all be 50 horsepower or lower. So that is the challenge. Now obviously pickup trucks, we can't get anything under 50 horsepower, so we'll take what we can get, right? Combines, I think maybe the FAR is about 51 horsepower if I'm not wrong. So it's as close as I could get. It's literally the smallest combine I could find that is currently available on ModHub. So that is the plan. And all of our equipment that's hooked up to the tractors must be compatible with these tractors. So if the tractor can drive it, can pull it, can turn it, then we will allow it. But if the tractor cannot pull it, let's say like a forage wagon that requires 200 horse and the tractor just can't do it, I guess we got to get something smaller. So I will be relying heavily on the mod hub section of the game to try to find stuff that'll work for us. Now, on to the story. Uh, yeah, always gotta make your character, right? Um, let's make this right straightforward. There we go. Just typical brown overalls. Confirm. Just like so. I don't even know what my guy looks like, but that's alright. Maybe he's still... yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so here's the farm. Just like you saw in the screenshot there. Beautiful. We have traffic on. We will probably leave traffic on, but we do want to check out a few other details in the save files. So autosave, we want that off. Time, we want that slowed down to real time. Economic difficulty, that we want on normal, not on easy, because we want to actually have a challenge. Seasonal growth, yes. Days per month, I'll leave it at 1 right now. Snow is fine. Crop destruction will turn off. Plowing is off. Fieldstone is on. Lime required, I will leave on. Weeds, I will leave on for now. Might change that, don't know. Automatic engine start, we'll turn that off. Stop and go is on. We'll have this as normal, and we will have the workers not buy anything. Perfect. Save right there, and then we'll get right on to the story. So the story goes that this farmer just couldn't hack it, the guy who owned this place before me, so I must have bought it for one heck of a good deal. And he left half of his equipment laying around, and it's up to me to make this farm profitable again. So I'll show you what we got going on. Like, he left everything here. We've got the pickup truck. I think that'll just stay as is. And we got all these beautiful sheds here. Like, look at these. Nice big shed right there for equipment. There's another one, same size right over here. He even left his dog. Oh, come on. You see a John Deere here. That's obviously going to get sold. Because, no, we can't have that. That's too big of a tractor. There's 2 more sheds here. It looks like they're all relatively the same size, I would say. So I think we'll have a lot of fun storing stuff in here. And yeah, here's water, and there's the crops. Looks like it's wheat. Perfect. There's another tractor. It's got a little cultivator on it. I might keep the cultivator just to try. But more importantly, there's the combine and a Massey Ferguson tractor that are all far too big for what we're doing. So we can't have this. This is not going to work for us. The wagon is fine, I'm sure, but the farm equipment is all way too overpowered. We're trying to be moderate here, right? Yeah, you can just kind of tell as I scroll through that it's all far too big. So we need to go on a selling spree. And that's what I'm going to do right now. In our owned equipment, we have, well, we got 3 tractors. 190 horse, 175, and 170. We're selling everything. We're going to make a fair bit of money, but we'll also need some money to start. The harvester obviously goes. Just like so. Truck can stay. That trailer can stay. Header's got to go. Cultivator. What does it look like? Requires 90 horse. We'll test it just to make sure. There's a seeder requires 125 horse. We'll try it. Won't promise anything. That can go. And weights, well, they're just weights, right? So we'll leave them be for now. Alright, now on to shopping. Now we need to fill up our shed with equipment. The Kramer is next on the list, and look at that, it is cheap, 5,000 bucks. It's almost as cheap as the John Deere 110. I know I've tried this one before. It's a hilariously small tractor, but we're going to try it anyway and see what we can get. Nokians, no thanks. I gotta say the Continentals are looking really good. Rear twins, wow. I think that should do. Just like that, 6,000 bucks for that tractor. Alright, so this one, 38 to 49, and we got a 38 to 57. And what's this one? 47 horse. Wow. We might be onto something here. Alright. Option standard, front guard, front weight frame. I have a feeling we're going to need all the weight we can get, right? BKTs. Usually my favorites, but these kind of look flat. Not sure I like those tires very much. Midas look a lot better. Wide. Yes, definitely wide. ROPS, that's cool. I like the flat tops. Don't like the cab. I think that's how that'll be. I like the side headlights. The exhaust is horizontal. I think we need a vertical. Just because I think it looks better. Yeah, it definitely does. And what? 38 horse. We have 45 horse. 45 horse. 49 horse. Yeah, that's as big as we're gonna get it, so that's what we're picking. Not so worried about colors. We will buy, yes. Okay. Okay, now on to the next Massey right away. This is a 1 gen newer from the look of it. Front guard. Weights, yes. I believe we had some good Midas tires here. Wide again, yes. Cabs again are very ugly. Safety frame is terrible. Looks like things are pretty standard, I would say. Okay, this is our attacher. Drawbar linkage. Oh, okay, I see what that is. Yeah. That's okay, I can do that. And engine setup right now at 38 horse. And it looks like 57 is our top, but this is a 49. So that's good. We're still staying under that 50 horsepower. One more tractor to go. This is the 240 series. There we are. This is the Orchard. High clearance. This one's almost nice. 240S. 4-wheel drive. Look at that. That is kind of cool. Silver edition. No thanks. I think I want that 4-wheel drive. I think that looks really good. Once again, those flat top fenders, they kind of look the nicest. Front weights, definitely. Don't need beacon, really. We'll have the same linkage drawbar. We can go for a loader. You know, because a loader's nice. I might end up keeping this just because it has a loader on it. And we'll have to buy as well. Okay, that looks like it's everything. Now, we have a few more things left to buy. I am trying to get through everything as quickly as I can, but yeah, you guys know how it goes. We do need our header for a combine, otherwise we're kind of poop out of luck, aren't we? So yes, we'll definitely get that. We do need an auger wagon, and these are all far too huge. We'll have to grab this. It says 100 horsepower required for it. I don't know that it is. We will try it. But that color's got to change. Red looks so much better. And tires. You know, I'm thinking these wide ones might go well. Alrighty, we'll buy that. Okay. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? I might want to get a trailer to bring everything home, or I'll send them all on their way. I don't know. Because I don't think anything can really pull any of these trailers. I didn't get any modded flat decks. Why don't we have a look at this? I spent 130,000 in new vehicles, but I gained 370 from the vehicles I sold. So I've definitely done well for myself. And there's the lineup right there. Wow. I have a feeling this is going to be hilarious. I have a funny feeling that wagon is a little oversized for that tractor. But who are we kidding? Let's set destination straight to my farm. I believe that is right over here. Actually, we'll have them park right here, like so. Sounds like they're going. All right, you may go on your way. You're gonna see a lot of lag here as he decides which way he wants to go. Off he goes. Gotta say, I do love what I'm seeing on the map. Just a bunch of circles there moving in a procession. It's like a little convoy. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's gonna look really cool seeing everything lined up on the roadway. The John Deere and the Kramer are not playing nice, that's for sure. Kramer is just so much slower, and the John Deere wants to go a lot faster. So they're gonna have a bit of trouble. But that's okay. We'll just let them duke it out however they want. Looks like they have it sorted for now until they need to go park, right? Oh man, that's kind of funny. I enjoy that way too much. It appears all my workers are all done, but that put me on another thought here. Now, all throughout this game are scattered a bunch of toys. And this is what I'm talking about. Right there's just a little toy combine. So we can collect. It says 9 more harvesters to be made. It's an extra $1,000 for me. And so you're going to see a bunch of little toys everywhere scattered throughout, and we're going to be collecting them throughout the series as we find them. I almost thought there was another one there, but just a bin. But I am pretty sure the bridge ahead has one. I thought I saw a tractor there, so we're going to go head out there and see what that looks like. As was foretold, right? There's the little tractor. You can see it right there. It's a little toy. It says 9 more tractors, so that must have been 10 tractors and 10 combines. And it looks like I'm blocking traffic. Wonderful. Just what I like to see. You can tell there's a bunch of canals and whatnot throughout these fields. So apparently, if the lore is to be believed, then sometimes fields flood here. I guess through spring rains. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of environmental dynamics they have in this game. I'm really curious. I really do hope to see what they can all bring. And why is there something yellow in front of that guy's steps? That's a toy. Look at that, a toy tanker. Sweet. 9 more water trailers. Making some good cash here, just doing nothing, right? Oh well. Let's see if we can head on back to the field. We need to start with our threshing here. Or combining. Here's where the procession starts. There's our little 110. Not sure how much good they'll be up to, but we'll see. And the 710. We got the Kramer here again. So it looks like all the workers made it here all right. We got the 140. With the silver pipe. We got the 250. We got the 240 up ahead. And the Farmall. Beautiful. Well, that's awesome. What we need to do now is get this combining immediately. Looks like these guys must have left out a little strip. Oh yes, I gotta unfold my harvester. Come on, what do you have to unfold? Honestly. We'll turn that on. And let's try this bad boy out. Oh, he's whipping right along, 10 clicks an hour, just like every other combine in the book. See? Beautiful. Looks like turns are not a strong suit, that's for sure. That's alright. We'll get her done somehow. Look at this, I gotta make like a 7,000 point turn. But I'm sure once the AI is driving this, it'll look at least 10 times smarter than what I do. That's at least my hope. Now that we've got our border a little bit straightened out, we can dump whatever was in the combine into this wagon. And we'll get started right away on combining where this other fella left off before he was chased away almost as if in a zombie apocalypse. In the meantime, we are going to get these tractors off the road, and we'll see if we can put them in the shed. Maybe we'll put them in this shed for now, until we figure out which ones we want to keep and which ones we don't want to keep. The Farmall I know is really low horsepower, so I'm guessing it'll probably be used for mowing, things of that nature perhaps. Just knowing its characteristics from previous gameplay, I would say that's probably its best bet. This one here, I have never tried, but seeing its low speed, I'm going to assume that it's not going to be doing much other than mowing or light duties either, if we do end up keeping it. I just had to include it just because, you know, it's part of under 50 horsepower class. What I do want to do, I want to try and see if we can hook this to the cultivator and see if it'll actually pull the cultivator or not. If it can't pull the cultivator, then I'm probably going to declare it as an unnecessary expense. But before we pull the cultivator, let's just, for the giggles of it, let's try to lift this weight and see what happens. Ah, surprisingly well. That is really good. It can handle that. I guess it's got so much forward weight too, right? So it doesn't seem like it's a big deal to it. But now on to this cultivator, which requires 90 horse. This is going to be amusing. Where do we start? I should have put duals on this thing, right? Would have made it a little more hilarious. Tried to hire a worker. It said no field found. I'm not sure what that's all about, because I can sure as heck cultivate with this. Again, no field found. That is rather interesting. Okay. We'll pause on that. I'm going to grab this John Deere here real quick. I don't remember what the horsepower class was in this, but whatever it is, it's going to get hooked up to this green wagon here, and we're going to go and unload the combine. That is its first task. Yeah, I usually don't go for John Deere's. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the John Deere brand in itself. So maybe that's why I don't use it on a regular basis, but I'm willing to give it a try, obviously. And that guy needs to back up, that's right. Back up all the way and start from the beginning. Don't be slacking off. I should have enabled straw spots with the bail right away. Oops. Let me just catch up with him a little bit, and we'll enable cruise control, and we'll see how he pulls this wagon. So far it seems pretty good. He's not struggling at all. So this 710 just might be a keeper. I can see us using it on the farm. It's a good looking unit too. I mean, I like the classic look of the John Deere's thing. They did make some really nice looking tractors, and this one's kind of got that hood of the 4020, which I really appreciate. I know the 4020s were an absolutely amazing beast of a tractor. So just for that alone, I would have to assume that we could probably keep this. I'm having trouble keeping up with the combine. I have a feeling it's empty anyway, but why don't we just turn around? So far so good on the John Deere. I think we're liking that one. We will unhook this, and we'll send it off into the shed for further evaluation. I want to try the Kramer on that next. I think the Kramer will be hilarious. The Kramer has the lowest horsepower out of all of these at only 18 horse. So it's going to be interesting to see if it can pull this little cultivator. Let's see what it does. 1 click an hour. Oh boy. I think it might be safe to say that this poor little tractor is not going to have a home with us very long. Unfortunately. But yes, it definitely needs to go. It isn't good for much of anything. Alrighty then. Looks like my combine's almost full, so I might as well run to the end and see if I can catch up with it, right? On to the 140. Let us see what it can do. This thing should have about 47 horsepower. And yeah, it looks like it's tearing it up. It actually looks like it's spinning a bit, but it's getting somewhere. It looks like my guy's kicking the clutch every once in a while. Look at that. That's hilarious. It's sitting in first gear. That's what it's doing. It's ripping along in first gear. I think, did the John Deere actually do better, or which one did I have hooked up here first? I don't even remember. But it's kind of interesting. I like what I'm seeing. We will bring this guy back. We'll bring him back to the shed as well and try out a few more here. One thing I can definitely appreciate is this tractor can do 35 clicks an hour. So that'll be fun. I have high hopes for this thing. And we'll see what the rest of the Massies do. In line next is the 250, and we're going to see what this thing can do. Looks like it's ripping along just as well. 5, 6, oh, even 7 clicks there for a bit. Yeah, there it is, 7. Seems like when I'm steering, I'm kind of throwing down the speed a little bit. But it's pulling its weight, I guess. This is going to be interesting. We might have to get just a smaller cultivator, because this is one of my most powerful tractors I have. I fear to put my farm wall on this thing because I know it doesn't have near the power. So maybe a smaller cultivator is in the works for us, because this is only doing 7. But again, the top speed is 34, which is really nice. You know, if we have to go and pick something up from the store real quick, this thing is definitely going to zoom. This cultivator is almost the right spec for this tractor. It just needs to be a little bit smaller or a few less shanks, and it would be perfect. So we're going to go to the store and we're going to check out what we have just to make sure that we can get something that is compatible with these tractors. I'm guessing the 240 with the loader is probably going to operate on relatively the same power band as this thing, seeing as they're very well the same size. One of them just has a loader and four-wheel drive. Would the four-wheel drive help? Possibly, but I'm not too convinced that it would. Let's look at that cultivator there. Where do we find this cultivator? We have this one right here. Calls for 90 horse, and it's 2.5 meters. What can we get? That would be better. I don't see anything here. I might have to go to ModHub and find something else that requires just a little less power, but gets the job done. Disc harrows. Oh, look. 1 meter. Right away to 120 horse. Yikes. There's like no in between. Sounds like I got some shopping to do, if you catch my drift. 10 horse for this little thing, and then right away 65 for a 1.5 meter. Oh wow. Hold on, that last one, the mini garden plow for the John Deere requires 10 horse. That's hilarious, but it's tiny as well. Spaders, yeah, they're all high horsepower as well. While we're here, we have this little planter that requires 125 horse. Obviously, that's never going to work for us. So what do I have to get us going? 100 horse, 150. Yikes. I have this little 20 horse, 2-row planter. It is hilarious, but it does 2 meters, so it's worth something. And it can plant corn, sunflower, soybean, and then cotton and sugar beet. Might try it. Maybe. I gotta go check about my John Deere. Yeah, see, I knew it. Combine is full. I need to go check on the combine. Surprisingly, this John Deere is towing this thing quite nicely. I'm very happy with it. I think we found ourselves a winner as far as our wagon hauler here. Hey, hey, hey! Look at that. We have our first grain cart full. That is great news. Now, before we go any further, though, I kind of want to jump on this combine. Get over here. And I'm going to dismiss worker just for now. And I'm going to enable straw swath because we want to get that baler too. Absolutely want a baler. And if we want baler, then we're going to need to leave some straw swaths here for us. So that's the plan here. Let me just straighten him out, and he can get back on the road. And we can go and put this into our grain bin that you see up in front of us here. This is the exciting stuff, guys. I think he had a little bit in his grain bin as is, but we're going to be putting more in here. It looks like it's loading as well as dumping all at the same spot. So there we go. Please tell me it's not the little door. That would be fantastic. No, it isn't. It's the big door. That's perfect. I love to see it. As we can see, 92% in the wagon, so I figured it was good enough to unload, as we don't really want to stop the combine too much longer than that. And if it was just going to load up 8%, then the combine would be full right away again. So we were best off to just unload right now while it was 92%. Alright, back to the store with me. We'll shut this thing off. And come on, where are we at? There we are. As you can see, I've been busy here collecting stuff and getting this trailer all loaded up. We'll probably bring the pickup here to bring the trailer on home, as I have a lot of other things I need to haul home with the tractor. Well, here goes a little nothing. It says I don't have access to the land. I think it means the farmland, but I kind of do. Not sure what they're going on about, because I definitely have access to this land. As you can see, I'm cultivating it beautifully. I haven't really checked to see how much farmland I actually own. I guess I just figured I owned everything, but it looks like I do not own the yard. I will have to buy that yard, I suppose, seeing as I'm using it anyway. I guess the farmer just left me with one field and a bit of tractors and a house. And said the rest I gotta fend for myself. Is that what the deal is? I'm not quite sure. But let's just say that this tractor handles that baler quite well. So baling should not be a problem. We'll have to see what the round baler does, if it's any harder to handle or not. We'll be testing that out very shortly now. With the third wagon load here, again 93%. It's so close to full that I don't think I'm going to try to fill up the combine one more time. Don't think it's worthwhile. We can see I got the farmer hooked up to the hay wagon. I'm hoping it'll be able to pull that hay wagon. I sort of have some reservations about it, but I do remain hopeful. If that is the case, then I think it has at least earned its spot on the farm. Because if it can't even pull a hay wagon, then I don't know what it can pull other than a mower, maybe. But we will kind of play that one by ear. I know it's really, really light on the front. The tricycles, just for some reason, were never really heavy on the front, and it always showed. So I can't really put much weight on the back, but if it's something with a tongue like that, where the weight is not all on the hitch, it's on the wagon itself, then I figure that's probably good enough. Don't know for sure, but we're about to find out, aren't we? We get to see if the farmer's up to the task. This ought to be fun. And at the same time, we get to test and see if it's the field that's not being found, or if it's just the cultivating that won't allow us to find a field. It's a little bit confusing, I have to admit. Why don't we... yeah, right about there. Higher. Well, that looks alright. I wonder if I have to cultivate it one time myself before it'll recognize it as my field. That's gonna mean a lot of cultivating for me. Oh my goodness. But hey, it's whipping along nicely. I'm not upset at all. Looks like it gets to stay on the farm. It has saved itself from being deported. That's just great. If you happen to notice that my money went down like crazy, well, you would be right. I bought the farmyard there with the house and everything because it was not part of my land originally. So I figured, you know what, I wanted those sheds for myself, and I also wanted the land. So here we go. It cost me $85,000 for the property, which is one heck of a deal, all things considered. I mean, if we just have a look here, and I'll go to farmland. That's just this little piece here. So this field number 2 was obviously mine. Apparently all the roads are mine, and whatever that is mine, and the village is mine. Not worth anything, but they are mine. Even this driveway here is apparently mine, and all of these other buildings. Not sure what the deal is there, but what I was mostly concerned about is that this would become mine. Looks like even the neighbor's property is mine. Alright, moment of truth for our little hay wagon hauler here. He's got a lot to prove, so let's see if he can do it, if he's up to the task. So far so good. Looks like he's only doing half the speed he's capable of, only 12, but we're going to just kind of keep an eye on that. I'm going to put cruise on so that it's not me controlling it, and let's just see what he's capable of. I am driving a little squiggly, I know, but I'm just trying to grab every single bale I can. That's more or less the point. I would love if I could just, you know... oh, that just might work. I might just be able to drive in between and it'll pick up both sides. That would be lovely. See? That didn't work. I didn't think so. Come on. Get on my bale wagon. There we are. That's why we drive squiggly, right? I don't think I'll keep your attention hostage any longer. I think you guys can see pretty well how the gameplay is working for today. So we're definitely doing well with collecting bales. Combining's going well. We've pretty much sorted out where everyone needs to be as far as power and as far as the jobs that they do. Looks like everyone has a good purpose and they all have a job to fulfill. I would say they're doing great. I'm a little confused why we're loading on the back of the wagon first and why we're running over our bales in the first place, but nevertheless, I think that should do it for this episode. What do you guys think? Is that about enough from me today? I think so too. Well, if you guys did enjoy this little intro video here that happened to be 1,000 minutes long or less, hopefully. I don't know, I'm not editing just yet. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode as well. I have a bunch of fertilizing contracts lined up, so we got to test that John Deere out on all those fertilizing contracts. And yeah, if you guys like the video, leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, or you guys want to see me reach the $1 million mark with all these tiny little tractors, you just hit subscribe and YouTube will keep you caught up on all the latest episodes. I promise you will enjoy it. Take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye now.